I thought I had Final Destination on VHS. I don't. This is what you get. Get Scream. Hi, my name is Scorch from Scorch. Got the dramatic lighting for the horror movie. Just the other night I had a double feature. I watched this and I watched Death of a Unicorn. Another great movie. I might make a video about that one as well. But something about Final Destination Bloodlines just got me really excited. It just felt like it was having fun. And not in the switch your brain off type of way necessarily, but just in a let's give this all we got because we love the idea, we love the series, and it really shows. Now, granted, it wasn't very scary. I don't think a lot of the Final Destination movies are, if any of them. They're usually just very tense, very stress-inducing. I can, feel my heart rate rising during the best scenes of Final Destination. And there's actually a few of them in this, where going into it completely blind and not knowing what happens is 100% recommended. So without any spoilers up front, I will just say it's a great movie. Go see it. It's especially good for kind of a reboot sequel type of thing. Now, into spoilers, I actually really loved the storyline of this and how it sets up the Bloodlines nature of the story. You would think after 5 previous movies they would have touched more on if someone who survived death had a child, what would that mean? And I thought that was really fascinating. It was a great way to start, especially kind of flipping it on its head where we see the initial tragedy that sets up most of the Final Destination movies, and there's a mild twist where we don't then flash back to the beginning of that day. It's actually a dream being had by that person's granddaughter? Yes, granddaughter. How many generations did this go? How deep does this go? I like that twist. It's funny, one of my pet peeves going into this movie was that the trailer showed one of the deaths. Now, I know that there's a trailer out there that currently shows the father's death out in the yard with the lawnmower. I'm talking about the one that happens in the tattoo parlor that ends up actually being a fake out. It's not actually a kill. I really liked that twist, but to be completely honest, I knew it was going to happen because we didn't see anything, which is the whole point of this series. So when they just kind of panned out of a burning building, I just looked at my girlfriend like, oh, he's not dead. And I was glad he wasn't dead because he's actually one of the best characters in the Final Destination series in a long time. He's a great actor. I wish I could remember his name right now. I should probably look it up. Richard Harmon. He is an incredible actor. I loved his character. So to say all that, the kills were absolutely insane. I loved how long they held on them. I think that's something the previous Final Destinations kind of fell flat on was, while the Rube Goldberg effect of it all was very creative, the kill wasn't satisfying. Right off the top of my head, I can think of the one where the guy slams the weights down and they hit his head together. The concept is cool, but actually seeing it doesn't give me any satisfaction. It was like a split-second thing and it's over. It's not satisfying. I sound like a psychopath. But that's what these movies are for. I was giving Seinfeld on that. But that's what these movies are for! My point is, this movie really made the kills gruesome and kind of held on them for a while in the best possible ways. I think my all-time favorite kill in this movie, and possibly even in all of Final Destination, is Eric's kill, actually, Richard Harmon. That MRI machine sucking him in was so gross, and the tension of that scene building was immaculate. It was so well done. Hats off to the people that came up with that idea, put together that scene. It was flawlessly done. A 2 for 1, actually. I'm trying to think of I'm trying to do this James A. Janice style. Maybe I can give you my lamest kill. I guess if I had to go with the lamest kill, it was probably the little kid who gets crushed by the piano. Only because of the actual kill itself. It's just kind of a crush and then done. You don't really, but it's also a child. So them having the balls to even show that is extremely impressive to me. So I'm not going to complain too much. Actually, no, I take that back. It's the last 2 kills with the logs. I mean, it's cute. I like the callback to the first movie, but they already did a logs callback. So by then I was just like, okay. And it's how they end the movie. Wasn't very satisfying. That's the only thing that takes it down like a point or 2. Incredible movie. I just wanted to come on here and kind of express my gratitude towards it. I've seen it's gotten pretty good hype around it ever since it started streaming for free on HBO Max. Well, streaming for free is kind of a loaded statement since you have to pay for HBO Max. Whatever. You should check it out. It's a good movie. Fucking woke is dead.